Imagine this. You live in the picturesque town of Charlottesville. Life is peaceful because soaring above the Blue Ridge Mountains are your friendly superheroes who serve to protect you from anything harmful. Now, one day you wake up and suddenly something's changed. Those very superheroes who serve to protect you have now turned against you. They turned into supervillains. You might be asking, how did this happen? Is there anything we can do to fix it? And can we get our superheroes back? Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. While I talked about looking outwards in Charlottesville, I want us to look inwards to our bodies. So in my research, superheroes aren't just imaginary. They represent our body's T cells. T cells are white blood cells that function to protect you from infections and from cancer. I study a rare and incurable blood cancer known as large granular lymphocyte leukemia, where these very superhero T cells have actually turned into the cancerous cells themselves. This leaves patients susceptible to fatal infections, and currently there are no drugs approved to help them. So I stand here before you to answer two fundamental questions. One, what caused this shift from T cells to leukemic cells? And two, can we reverse it? Hence, can we turn our supervillains back into superheroes? Well, I believe that a key shift in this change is known as DNA methylation. This essentially changes a cell's behavior without changing the DNA itself. I want you to think of your DNA as an instruction manual that gives your superheroes powers, almost like an on switch that gives them those protective powers to help them function. What happens with DNA methylation is that there's the addition of these chemical groups that act as a switch to turn these superpowers off. Hence, now you have your T cells going haywire in your system and becoming an army that's circulating through your blood. But there's hope. I study a special class of drugs that actually works to remove and demethylate these chemical groups from your DNA, hence restoring your T cells back to their protective state. Now, in a disease where there are limited clinical trials and no drugs available, this can be a game changer. So I ask you all, who's ready to go on me on this journey to save our superheroes? Thank you.